Hi guys, thanks for coming. So tonight as we will exploring some dataset. So first thing first, you need to download and install Python 3. So you can type this. So make sure Python 3 and above. So current version is 3.8. So once you download, install, then you need to check your Python version. So type Python 3. So Python 3 -v. So I'm using 3.8.0. Okay. Uh, then you install Jupyter Notebook using pip. So Jupyter Notebook. So this will be our IDE for data analysis. Okay. So we can install using pip install Jupyter Lab. So make sure pip 3 because we're using Python 3, right? So, okay, pip 3 install Jupyter Lab. So installing. Okay. So once done, you can uh, run the Jupyter Notebook, but you need to create a workspace. So my workspace will be inside ML Python ML Python. Okay. So cd change directory. So desktop ML Python. Okay. Then run Jupyter Notebook. So type Jupyter Notebook. Okay. So this is your IDE. Okay. Then we choose new, then Python 3. Then name it as lab 1 and save. Okay, then you need to install pandas and matplotlib. Okay, so pandas. Okay, so we were using this for analysis. Okay, so we need to install. So we can install pip3 install pandas. Okay, open new terminal. So pip3 install pandas. Alright. So then we need to install matplotlib. So because uh, we want to show some graphic display, so it is helpful for visual inspection of data. So which is later on we will do some data pre-processing after this session. Okay, but we will use this library to create a simple histogram. So matplotlib. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. So we need to this installation instruction. So maybe we can install uh, same technique. So pip3 install matplotlib. Matplotlib. Yeah. Okay. So this library, if you want to create QQ plots or scatter plot or Instagram, you can use. You want to see how the data looks like, but uh, it more on data visualization. So it's still installing. Okay, done. So I expect you already know about how to program in Python. Okay. So I'm not teaching Python refresher for this training. Okay, then we import pandas library. Okay. Then matplotlib. So this is for data analysis. Then for this one for data visualization. So matplotlib import pyplot splt. Try run. Okay. So once imported, we need to import the dataset. Then we load as a data frame. So what dataset we want to use is Titanic dataset. Okay, so open try Google Titanic dataset. Maybe you can use this one. So pandas. So check the documentation how to import the dataset. Okay. So we can use read CSV because the dataset in CSV format. So how to import type? So df as a variable name for data frame. So read underscore CSV. Okay, and copy this one. Make sure this. Okay, I think no need to download. Just import, then run. Okay. So what's the error message? What the certificate? Okay, so we can download directly. CSV. So make sure you put inside root project directory. Okay. So then we try to preview the dataset. So df dot. So we can check here. So maybe there's some clue here. Okay. So try to take a look. Okay, never mind. So try using this. So if you want to review a dataset, okay, so they have 10 columns here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 10 we can call it as column, features, attributes, also can. Okay, so but I just call it as attribute lah. So for more, we want to make it standardized. Okay, so survive is a class label for this. Sec is a nominal attribute, so it survive binary attribute, so 0, 1. So age ratio attribute. Okay. So we need to understand first about our data. So and siblings, spouses, so continuous attribute, which is they have a there is infinite set of values. Okay, so for pouch also continuous attribute, fair, ratio attribute, so also can be continuous attribute. Yeah. So class nominal, deck nominal, based on what we saw on this screen. Deck nominal, embark town nominal, so alone nominal. Okay, so I try explain a little bit about the data type of our data set. Okay, right. So nominal is implies is kind of name related. So nominal attribute values are symbol of names of stuff. So let's say like hair color, right? So marital status, like married or not married. Same goes to sex. This one. So they have a male, female. Okay. Same goes to class. They have a first, third, second class deck. Just so maybe unknown uh, C, deck C. So I'm about town. So I just saw only 3 town. So if you want to see more, let's say I want to take a look around 100 data, right? So run, so type 100. So this the, you can check. Okay. So 50, I just 50. Okay, quite a lot. Right. So for more understanding about the how you can understand about the your data, about the data type, so you can check based on the my description of this video. Okay, right. So we want to count how many columns and records. So we already know that if this data set has 10 columns. So df dot shape. Okay, so shape. So we can take a look here. So shape. So pandas shape. This one. See, so this they have 2 columns. Okay, and then 2 records. 1, 2. So 2, 2. So if this one shape, so there is 627 records, rows, and 10 columns, 10 attributes. Okay, so then we do some we view some basic statistical details. So we try run pandas describe. Okay, so we can read some like Q1, Q2, Q3. Okay, Q2 stands for median. So IQR. So we want to we can determine which is outlier. So we can remove uh, the outlier from our data set. So that one we will learn more on our next live streaming. So this training we just focusing on the exploring the data set. So how to describe? So df dot describe. Okay, so this just can be used on numerical attributes, so which is number. Okay, either integer or real number, float. So later on we can check the data type for each attribute. So survive, let's say this one they can count 627. So mean, so 0.38. Okay, so standard deviation, minimum, the minimum number. Okay, and then 25% is Q1, 50% so is a median. So Q2, then this one Q3. Okay, then there's a maximum number, so 1. So you can check later on. We will create an Instagram and you can see the whole picture about the data set. So age, so all I think all same, 627. So mean, this one age, yeah, siblings. Okay, so the max number is 8. Okay, it's for siblings. So age, this for you can see from here. We can know more details about the basic statistic of your numerical data. Yeah. Okay, so then we will check the data type of the variable within dataset. So try pandas df type. I don't know, S or without S. Okay, so let's say this one float, right? So we can will detect as float, integer. So that time timestamp that time. So string will recognize as object. Okay, then we try to run df types. Df types. Oh, sorry, d types only. D types. This one d type, right? Okay, so survive integer is a numerical attribute. Sex is object, nominal attribute. Age float, numerical. Siblings numerical. Pouch numerical. Fair numerical. Then other class, deck and bucktown alone. Attribute is nominal attributes. Okay, then we will create a simple histogram. We want to check how we want to describe the data in through visualization. Okay, so we try go to this documentation. Okay, installing this program. So we want to try to check this program. Okay, so maybe we can use his, so we got dot his. Okay, upload dot his. Okay, so try df. So wait, plot text. Okay, maybe we want to create like this one. Okay, so we will create a simple histogram like this. So we want to check how the we want to count for each numerical attributes. We want to check for numerical attributes first. Okay, so after we created the histogram graph, then we will do some recap. What we will do next. Okay, so what actually we are doing now. Okay, then type df dot his column survive. Okay, so 0. So they have only two values, right? 0 and 1. So 0, so around 380, right? So 1 is around 240. Okay, Then we try take a look at age. So okay, so his column age. Okay, so 0 between 0 10, so around 40, right? Then between 10 to 20 is, so the maximum, the highest number, so around 20 to 30 something. Okay, try the F. We try to we try other attributes, siblings. Okay, and siblings spouses. So df his column age. Okay, the highest number is 0, so they just come alone, right? So let's say this one 0, yes, alone. See, so let's say 0 alone, so we can check, right? So the highest number is 0, so under 400 something. Okay, then we try take a look at patch the f dot his column patch. Okay, highest number 0. We try df dot his column fair. Okay, fair. So fair. Okay, the highest 0 between this number, so between 0 until 50, right? So the fair is one, it's the highest number. Okay, so maybe this one for 500, maybe for this one for elite, for rich people lah. Okay, who bought the ticket into Titanic. Alright, then I think that's all for numerical data. Then we try take a look at nominal attributes. Okay, so for nominal we will use the graph. So maybe matplotlib take this graph, try to check. Okay, so this one horizontal. Okay, so how to visualize for nominal attribute? So maybe we can type df dot so which one? We'll try sex attribute. Sex attribute, this one. So sex the value count the plot kind, oh sorry, wow, show. Okay, male, female. So female the highest number. Okay, compared to female. Then what's the next attribute? Deck. Deck, right? Deck. Oh, class. Class. Child class. So df dot class dot value count plot kind. Oh, I think this is for reserved word class. So maybe you can try this one. Okay. So the highest number is third class, then followed by first and second class. Okay, next class deck. Okay, so there are three left: deck, embark, town, and alone. Okay, so df dot deck dot value contents dot load plot kind plt dot show run. Oops, oopsie. Value counts. Sorry, value counts. Okay, so I number unknown followed by C, B, E, D, A, F, G. So next, embark town. So how many towns there? So df dot embark town value counts dot load kind. Okay, highest number is from Southampton, then Cherbourg, Queenstown, and I think an unknown. So there's a value on for unknown. Not sure. Need to check. We need to check out by one. All right. So finally for alone. Okay, alone. So df dot alone dot value counts. Value counts. Plot kind. Oh. T dot show run. Okay, highest yes, and followed by no. Okay, so I think you already visualize. We already visualize the data using histogram graph. Okay. So I trying to recap what we already learned. So first you can download or import the dataset, the Titanic dataset using pandas. Then we load into data frame. Okay, then we try to count the rows and columns, okay, using the F shape. Then we describe the basic statistic. Okay, we want to count, then do the mean, the standard deviation, minimum value, Q1, Q2, Q3, just want 30% for Q1, 50% Q2 median, then 75% is for Q3 and the max. So this one we can use to create IQR, so which is we can identify which one is outlier. So the outlier will take out, okay, because it will affect our result later on. Okay, but we not cover for data processing. So our next live streaming, I will show you how to counter this kind of problem. Then we can check the data type for each attribute using the types. Okay. Then we can count. We can visualize the data using histogram graph. Okay. So uh, why we are using the Titanic dataset? Okay. So before we go further, before I explain, um, I need to explain just a little bit about how it works. Okay. So I think data science is a new uh, buzzword. Actually, it's a data mining. Okay. So KDD before this, so we call KDD Knowledge Data Discovery. Okay. So it's more like it's a data mining stage. So primarily concerns the means by which the patterns are obtained. Okay. So for our training, there have several of cycles. So we need to. There are six stages. Okay. So six stages in a cycle. So first stage is we need to understand our problem statement, which is the business understanding. So this part of initial stage that focusing on understanding the goals and the requirements of the project, which is from the data set. So we need to turn the data set into knowledge. Okay. So we want to predict the survivability rate during this event, which is from the data set as you can see on the screen. Okay. So you need to have a data understanding that I already explained to you about the data understanding, which is it begins with the origin data collection, which is but we not collect things directly from the database, but we uh, get from the CSV file lah. Okay, but we not cover for uh, database retrieval or API, so we just using CSV file. So we can do some understanding, data understanding. So we begins the origin data collection, which is the CSV file, then begins with the operation that we can identify the data quality issue. So we can discover some hidden information from there. Okay. So next stage, the third stage is we do the data preparation, so which is our next live streaming. Okay. So the stage of data preparation includes all activities. So from initial raw data to build a final information set. Let's say we want to do some data cleaning, data transformation, okay, so data processing. Then fourth stage is modeling. So modeling, this stage we will apply some machine learning technique. Then we will create modeling. So different modeling methods such as neural network, random forest, knife bayes. I think that's all. We can try. I think there are a lot of this one. Supervised machine learning technique. So they have two type of learning. So supervised and unsupervised. So right now we just on the screen. This let's say for linear regression, logistic regression. This one, all of it except this one. So this one came in is for clustering. Then one for unsupervised. So what's the differences between supervised and unsupervised? So supervised is The dataset has a class label like this one. Survive. Either we want to check, we want to predict either survive or not survive. Okay, during the catastrophic event, right? So therefore, class label that we can determine, and there is data training data set. So compared to unsupervised, there are no class label. Okay, so like this one, there are no class label. So that just provide this one, no class label. Then we need to check the similarities. Either this data belonging to which cluster or group. Then one for unsupervised. Let's say um, a scientist, they discover a new species. Okay, new species. Not sure which is mammalia, amphibia, reptilia, right? But how the scientist can determine this species is belongs to which category group? So they will check based on similarities of the species. So let's say similarity more on mammalia. So they will go to that category. If amphibia, go to that category. If reptilia. So, then for the fifth stage, we do some evaluation. We want to check the accuracy of our um, based on our machine learning technique we apply for our project. Okay, so the model that they acquired at this point, they will be assessed more carefully. Yeah. Okay, then we will review that to make sure our business goals is achieved. We want to try get the uh, the highest accurate model. Then after, for the final stage, which is deployment. So I'm not sure we will cover or not for future uh, tutorial. So which is a deployment. So model creation after we do some evaluation. Uh, we will deploy. Maybe we can deploy on your. It depends. It depends. What's your use case? What's your business use case? But this stage is not usually the end of the project. Usually we will the cycle we repeat. We will start from the first, from the beginning of the stage. Okay, because it's not just what we call just straight. It is a linear, but it will repeat. Okay, repeat to the first stage. All right. Okay, so I think you already understand. So let's say if you have any question, you can comment on this video. Okay. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe for future live streaming. So next we will do some we will classify the data. All right. So thank you very much and good night.